Breaking news! A murder has been committed. Patrick Henry, an Anglican preacher, has been killed. The police seem to have rounded up a few suspects, but the criminal has not been caught.
Alright, let's get started. There was a murder last night, and we picked the Reform family who were on your scene of crime.
Okay, who's who?
First, on the left is Utopianism, next Nathaniel Hawthorne, and then Henry David, who wrote Civil Disobedience. Horseman is all about education. Dorothea Dix, he reformed those mental institutions. Carrying Nation is part of the Timbers movement. And last but not least, Charles Finney is a key player in the Second Great Awakening.
Utopianism? You were found at the scene of the crime, and given that gun on your hip and a stupid grin on your face, we think you're the primary suspect. In fact, I reckon we could put you away right now, unless you'd like to shed some light on Charles Finney for us, huh?
Can't do that. Besides, I'm innocent. Bullet won't match this gun.
Yeah, I knew that. I'm just testing you. Obviously, the bullet doesn't match. Please, help us.
Nope.
So sorry about my colleague. Can you please tell us what gun does this match?
What are you offering?
Iowa, parts of New York, and Utah.
George Ripley wants to land outside Boston for Brook Farm, an experiment in communal living. It's a joint stock company. Everyone does the work they want and receives equal pay.
I could care less.
Look, you want my info or not? And if you would give Brook Farm a shot, you would know it's couldn't.
Fine, whatever.
So sorry for my colleague. Would you like Indiana too?
Yeah, actually, that sounds like a perfect spot for New Harmony, a utopian village with equal education and reproductive rights.
Well, that sounds wonderful.
And that bullet, and that's just Charles Finney's. It wasn't closest to the murder. That would be thorough.
Here we have our primary subject, Henry David Thoreau. Do you have anything to say about yourself? With a rap sheet containing not paying your poll tax, you are hardly a hardened criminal. No matter how much you preach without actively ignoring the government, it does not seem like you do a lot of that. But you oppose difference anymore and federal taxation, yet you content yourself with writing books rather than doing things. Seems like your moral duty to resist oppressive government structures does not intend to actual action. Send it back. This coward is not a killer.
Honestly, I don't even know why we have to send in this next subject. I mean, Nathaniel the Heart Hawthorne, the only thing he's killed in the past was reason.
Alright, send him in. You know, you never know with these soft types.
Yeah.
Let's make this quick. I need to get back to my books criticizing the world.
So you're a writer?
I have many books criticizing reason, rationality, and authoritarian society. I believe in a more romantic world, free from the oppressive confines of cold reason.
Dangerous. People like you are a threat.
Romantics like me reject deism and enlightenment and focus on the importance of nature, subjectivity, and imagination. Unlike you pigs, I resist oppressive social institutions rather than perpetuating them.
Listen, your family has weapons that could change the times. You provide plenty of motivation for resisting authority. We have credible information that puts you near the scene of crime. Means, motive, opportunity. Explain to me why I shouldn't put your wretched soul away to never see the light of day.
Hey, no need to jump to conclusions. I have credible information that Charles' family was planning on making someone pay like past weekend.
Thanks for cooperating. Frank, you may get him out of here.
Horace Man, you're up next.
Well, I ain't here, man. I ain't done nothing wrong.
I don't know, Frank. You might be right. He seems like a nice enough fella.
Your friend gets it. I'm a good man. I've done lots for the community.
Well, your bio does say a lot about education. I'll tell you what, try and convince me why you should be let go.
Have you heard of the public schools? That was my idea. So everyone can get education because it's important. It's well-being of your kids. Tell me, do you have kids, officer? I could get at school. I got a lot of sweat. Please don't lock me up.
All right, let's just all take a deep
I'll
breath.
cut you a deal. If you give us some dirt on Charles Finley, then maybe we'll let you walk.
Okay, the victim, Patrick Henry. I was told to wait outside his house with the trunk of my car open. But I didn't know he was going to kill him, honestly.
Okay, that's enough. On to the next one.
Hi, Dorothea. We're just here to ask you a few questions and hopefully we can get you off scot-free. What is your relation to Charles Finney?
I just saw what him and the churches were doing, and I thought it was good. I thought I could do the same thing with mental health institutions. I just changed the stigma around mental health. With the help of the churches, I made 30 different mental health institutions.
Okay, sounds noble, but if you're working with the Second Great Awakening, well...
You go to jail for some serious time for working with a criminal, you know?
I was just trying to do good.
Well, if you tell us what you know about the murders that took place last night, then maybe jail time is in your future, right?
I was just told to be at the crime scene where Patrick Henry died at 9 o'clock to clean it up. Next up is Carrie Nation.
What's up, everyone?
Are you really good with a hatchet? Good enough to kill somebody?
I would never murder anybody. I just strongly support the temperance movement. My issue isn't with the people, it's with the alcohol.
You've been arrested over 30 times at this point. We could say the murder and lock you away for life. Nobody would bat an eye. Tell us the reason why we should let you go.
Frank, that's not how we do things around here. She just has a problem with alcohol.
Well, then she better talk.
I know who did it.
Who?
It was Charles Finney. After Patrick Henry's speech at the Second Virginia Convention, I saw him following Henry toward the bar, and then he showed him into a room. Charles Finley was the only one to walk out until Patrick Henry was found dead.
Why didn't you tell authorities sooner?
Because Patrick Henry was headed towards the bar to start drinking.
Unbelievable!
You're free to go.
Okay,
Sorry.
thanks, officers.
Charles?
How you doing on this fine Sunday, officers? I hope church was good to you today.
We're doing just fine, Charles, thanks.
But you won't be. The other members of your crime family ratted on you. Yeah, you told us all we needed to know. You murdered Patrick Henry.
Whoa, that's a big accusation. Why on earth would a God-loving, honest man like myself do a thing like that? I mean, come on. I'm a minister, for God's sake.
You and Henry were on the best of terms regarding salvation.
I've done wonders for Christianity. My sermons encouraged 500,000 people to convert.
Sure, you converted 500,000 people, but you also took the life of one. Your family painted a very clear picture for us. You killed Patrick Henry because your ego couldn't take his criticism.
Wait a minute. Now you're just taking their words over mine. Think of all the good I've done for the Second Great Awakening. I am trying to remove this world of sin, and you are trying to lock me up for it. I inspired all the reformers of the 1800s. They all owe their success to me. I pushed for equality for all men and women in and out of the church. The Second Great Awakening wouldn't be where it has been without me.
The only way to remove this world's sins is to put you behind bars. The Second Great Awakening will do just fine without you, Charles.